De Jesus, national referee. And now let's meet the starters first for the National University Lady Bulldogs. Number 1, Margo Mochima. Number 3, Chini Arroyo. Number 5, team captain Risa Sato. Number 8, Joni Chavez. Number 15, Audrey Parad. Number 16, Ivy Laxina. Starting libero is number 9, Jen Nierva. And the head coach for NU is Norman Miguel. And now the starters for the Adamson University Lady Falcons. Number 2, Trisha Genesis. Number 4, Riza Cruz. Number 5, team captain Louis Romero. Number 6, Cessa Pinar. Number 17, Chen Abe. Number 18, Lorene Toring. Starting libero is number 14, Tan Ponce. Head coach for Adamson is Pichi Giron.
We're now going to serve you some volleyball action right here at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. NU Lady Bulldogs going up against the Adamson Lady Falcons. On your screens, the starters for the Lady Bulldogs. Very familiar faces. Same starters. In that first game that they had against UST, moving to the side of the Adamson Lady Falcons. Again, Nicole, very exciting game to watch because a lot of people, they want to know, how the Lady Falcons are going to perform here in the UAAP. Got the game underway. We're going to start this Sunday on a high note. Genie Arroyo serving, kickstarts the game. Here we go to Genesis. Here goes Audrey Paran. And that is a point
Part of the match goes
for the NU Lady Bulldogs.
First time, first score, and asking for a block
Ladies and
touch.
gentlemen, Adamson University
they are
is
going to be
challenging the first
challenging
call of the
that.
match. Number 2, block touch.
Very early in this game, just for that first point.
Yes.
So what are your early thoughts for this game, Nicole? Again, we kept talking about how NU, they don't want that first game to be a fluke, and they want to extend that winning streak here in their second game. And for the side of Adamson, they don't believe in that PVL curse. They want to make a statement here in season 82.
What I see about the Lady Bulldogs, Billy, they got an experience from last time versus the UST Golden Tigresses.
Before that, we are gonna check our screens, and there is no block touch, Chami.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's a no
challenge
for
successful. There's no touch.
Adamson Lady Falcons.
Back to what you were saying about the Adamson Lady Falcons and both these squads.
What I was saying a while ago is that the NU Lady
Now
Bulldogs
serving,
got a
Trisha
little
Genesis.
edge against the Lady Falcons because it's the first time of the Lady Falcons to play here in the UAAP.
We might see some jitters here in set number 1. And speaking of jitters,
point goes
rookie
to
setter Louis
NU.
Romero, who was also the finals MVP in the PVL Collegiate
Now
Conference.
serving, team captain
Touted to be
Risa
one of the
Sato.
super rookies of the Lady Falcons squad. And the returning Risa Sato serving for NU. Romero will go to Ave, is blocked. Ponce. And that will be an error.
Double contact.
2-touch violation call.
They should be
2-1.
starting to just feel the UAAP game, because if they will start the jitters or the uncomfortable feeling. They would start committing a lot of errors.
And just to set them on their way is a point
Point scored by Louis
for
Romero.
Adamson.
2-all. Now
Again,
serving
Risa
Risa
Cruz,
Cruz.
one of the new names for the Lady Falcons. Good serve. Ball is kept alive. Back to Adamson. Louis Romero. They will go to Ave again. Back to Odi Paran. Genesis from the back is blocked by Ivy Laxina, but that is a violation called again on Adamson.
Point goes to NU.
You can see Billy in the first few points of the Lady Falcons. I mean, the NU Lady Bulldogs are scoring because of the opponent's error.
So can you say, Nicole, that there are some jitters on the side of the Lady Falcons? As a player yourself, can you notice
serving, Audrey
if a player is
Paran.
getting a little bit nervous, especially if they're packed with rookies?
Especially if it's, you know, it's first set and then
Yes.
you're trying to compose yourself and getting immersed into the game, getting the feeling also.
Ball
So
out.
they gotta shake it off as that sails outside for Chen Abe.
For
NU with an
32.
early lead, 4-2. One of the main holdovers for NU, Odi Paran just served. Louis Romero. They will go to Margot Muchima. And she hammers it down for the Lady Bulldogs, announcing her entry in this game.
That's a really a good hit coming from Oshima, targeting the cross court of the Adamson Lady Falcons.
Can't wait to see more of Margot as the season progresses.
Serve out.
That is a service error for Paran. Point goes to the Lady Falcons.
Yul Barrow in for Adamson. Number 3, Nina Balang.
Cesar Pinar serving. And that is a service ace.
Cesar Pinar.
As we go to Rain Matienzo for her first report. Go ahead, Rain.
Billy and Chami, having an import on the NU Lady Bulldog side is definitely a due advantage for them. However, this has been acknowledged by the Lady Falcons, and they want to work on this first by showing just how intense their training in Thailand was for the past 2 weeks during the off-season. And let me tell you something, their goal this season, in fact, is not to arrive at the UAAP championship just yet. Their goal is to end their 5-year semifinals drought, and as you saw earlier, they challenged that point from the NU Bulldogs, and they want to show that they are here to fight and they are here to stay for UAAP season 82. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Rain, for that report and giving us an insight with the goals that the Lady Falcon squad they have for this season.
And it's a good mindset also from the Lady Falcons, not looking at the championship match, but step by step goals.
Again, taking it step by step at a time. Meanwhile, here at the Moa Arena, we got a rally going on. Both teams fired up. Unfortunately for Louis Romero, the point will go to the NU Lady Bulldogs.
6:35.
As we take a look at that one more
Now
time.
serving for NU. Margot.
What happened there,
Muchima.
Chami?
Nakita niya yung walang blocker, so she tried tipping it over instead of setting it to her spikers.
Margo Machima will serve for the Lady Bulldogs. Ang Ponce, Louis Romero to Chen Abe.
Ball out.
And again, for the second time, that sails outside.
It's a nice attempt coming from Ave, because targeting the down the line because there's no
Lorin Toring,
That's a 1
puntos or
point
point
for NU.
for 1, and you leads 8-5. Genesis, the conference MVP in the PVL Collegiate Conference, who had a very quiet rookie season,
Now serving for
now wants to
Adamson.
prove herself and what she is capable of here in season 82.
What I like about her, Billy, is that she's trying to vary her attack, not just hitting powerful attacks, but trying to do top spin, off speed. So So the defender, you know, hindi agad mababasa what she's trying to do.
So she always wants her defenders to guess her next move.
Yes.
And she does it so efficiently, and we're going to see more of that here this season. A while ago, Chini Arroyo with the point. Cebuana, new name for the NU Lady Bulldogs.
Point goes to NU.
Luis Romero, also the team
Still
captain
serving,
and a
Ivy
rookie,
Laxina.
trying to talk with the referee there. Point will go
Because
to NU.
the blockers trying to reach out before setting the ball.
For anything else, we are gonna go to Baileys Akot for his report. Go ahead, Baileys.
Billy and Nicole, one huge boost in the offense of the National University is Margot Muchima, a 20-year-old from Congo, Africa. And like what you just mentioned a while ago, she competed for the national team of Congo, Africa. And one thing you didn't know about Margot is that she was brought here by an agent and recommended that she play as a outside hitter, but in this, the opposite hitter. But with Margot being here in the team, she actually was, she only had a shallow understanding of volleyball that time. And it took her a year or two to adjust her role. And now she is an outside hitter for the team. And that is what you're seeing here in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Baileys, for that report. And Nicole, we were talking a while ago that it's very rare for a team in the UAAP volleyball team to have an import. So NU is very blessed to have Margot Muchima.
Also coming from a country like Africa.
Yes, full of talent and promise. That's why we said in the pregame it's going to be very exciting for the NU community. And Risa Sato,
Tag here.
she is denied. That was fourth touch violation, rather, called on NU. As we take a look at that replay. And if you are an NU fan, Nicole, if you are a volleyball fan, you will surely miss Risa Sato, her quickness, her speed, and her agility here in the UAAP.
And especially the presence of mind and the experience playing in the professional league. It's a good advantage.
She provides that stability for the young NU squad. As we get back to this game, Trisha Genesis, Chavez will go to Arroyo. Gets a point for Adamson.
Serving 9, now serving Joni Chavez.
Arroyo, the rookie from Cebu, Mandaue City. Now Joni Chavez serving Romero, and Cruz is denied. A little miscommunication on the part of the NU Lady Bulldogs. We did see Jen Nieva mouth the words mine, but hesitated a little bit.
10 serving 11,
Point
now
for
serving
Adamson.
for Adamson, team captain Luis Romero.
What do you think happened there, Nicole, in that sequence, in that play?
There should be a communication, especially if the setter would get the first ball. Usually the libero is getting the second ball for the setter to set to the wing spikers.
Ball still alive. Great defense being shown by both teams. Romero will go to Genesis. And she is blocked by Risa Sato. A leaner looking Risa Sato.
12 serving 10. Now serving Chini Arroyo.
That was a AXA No You Can block of the game by none other than Risa Sato of the NU Lady Bulldogs.
Service error.
That will be a service error for Chini Arroyo.
11 serving 12.
Instructions by Coach
Serving for
Norman
Adamson,
Miguel on the
Trisha
sidelines.
Genesis.
NU now at 12. Adamson is down by 1 point at 11. Chavez back set to Paran. Luis Romero, babalik kay Chen Ave. Chavez to Margot Muchima. And that is going to be an off-the-block point for Adamson.
I like the strategy also of the Lady Falcons because they're trying to maximize the middle blockers, but at the same time, their sets it's really low. So the blockers of the NU Lady Bulldogs are trying to be fast.
And Nicole, it's a different Lady Falcon squad that we're seeing here in this game compared to their performance last season. Even though we saw jitters at the start of the game, you can see that they're
13 serving 12.
trying to be more composed as the set
Down
goes by.
serving for NU, Risa Soto.
Especially they're being called a young squad,
Yes,
but they're not performing as a young squad.
that is a challenge, you know, that they have to overcome. Being called a rookie-laden squad has its pros and cons. And you now at 13.
That's a block point.
They got
for
14
NU.
and Adamson at 12. Margo Mochima once again.
14 serving 12.
Let's give credit also to the height of these two.
Ivy Laxina and Margo Mochima, twin towers of the NU Lady Bulldogs, using their height to their advantage. Risa Sato will go to Audrey Paran. And that goes inside. Adds a
Audrey
point
Paran.
to her team.
15 serving 12.
They're really trying to target zone fight because there's no defender in the zone.
They could see that hole in the defense of the Adamson squad. Louis Romero. There's a drop ball by Pinar. They go to Laxina, denied. Play continues. Margo Mochima is blocked.
1 point for
Gets a taste of her
Adamson.
medicine. Oh, we gotta see that one
13
more
serving
time.
15.
Great coverage
Down serving
by the Lady
Risa
Falcons.
Cruz.
Lisa Cruz.
Nice block coming from the middle blocker.
Chavez, a back set to Audrey Paran. Gets it to go.
Audrey
Smart play
Paran.
there
Yes.
by Audrey. As we go
Second
to our
score,
second
16
technical
for the
timeout.
National
Before
University,
that, we're going to watch
13 for
this one
Adamson
more time.
University.
Great volleyball IQ being shown by the veteran Audrey Paran as we go to our second technical timeout, and you lead 16 to 13. Again, here comes Audrey Paran powering it through, and that was the fudgy bar, O-bar sa sarap. Ooh.
Serving for NU, Audrey
You can
Paran.
see the alumni rather than the national team players.
That was Brian Bagunas on your screens a while ago. Audrey Paran in a service error for her will put Adamson down by just 2 points, 16 to 14
16.
here. Set number 1.
Now serving Cesa Pinar.
Nierva to Chavez. Will go to Margo Mochima. Picked up by Genesis. Chen Ave
Chen Abe.
gets that point for Adamson. Just down by 1 point.
Serving 16.
Kanina pa nila tina-target yung short ball coming from the outside hitter na plays kasi nandun sa labas pa yung outside hitter. So if she's getting the first ball, she will be having a hard time also to spike.
As the play continues. And again,
Laureen.
that was
Torres.
Laureen Toring. Also the first best middle blocker in the PVL Collegiate
National
Conference.
University.
Take a look at that attack from her as we go to a timeout called by the Lady Bulldogs.
Other team, grab your help. Ball high, okay? Sige lang, sige lang, sige lang. Stop na yan, stop na yan. Nasa atin pa rin momentum, ha? Naintindihan? Go, go, go!
There you have it, Coach Norman Miguel telling the girls and reassuring them that they have that momentum. Mylene Paad of the Adamson Lady Falcons.
One of the best
Definitely one of the
players.
best.
Still serving
Lefty
for
players
Adamson.
coming from Adamson Lady
Cesar
Falcons.
Pilar.
The lefty Mylene Paad supporting her former team, her little sisters from the Lady Falcons squad. We are now tied 16 all. That sails outside, too strong.
That's a good timeout coming from the NU Lady Bulldogs, trying to
17
stop the
serving
momentum
16. Now serving
of
Margot
the Adamson Lady
Mochima.
Falcons.
Indeed, they were successful in doing just that, as Margot Mochima will serve for the Lady Bulldogs. Romero to Toring, and again Lorene Toring proving why she's deserving of that PVL Collegiate
17
Conference First
all. Now
Best Middle
serving for
Blocker
Adamson.
Award.
Chen
Also a name
Ave.
to watch out for this season.
You can see right now, Billy, the Adamson Lady Falcons, they really have the first ball. They're trying to maximize the middle blockers.
Serve is there.
Because it's really hard to block a fast play coming from the middle hitters.
18 serving 17.
You do that always
Serving
again.
again.
Nicole, you know her better than I do.
And that's Joy Dacaron, another former player from the Adamson Lady Falcons.
It's nice to see our former players, the Ates, watching the kids or the Lady Falcons here in the MOA Arena. And things going right here for the girls in white
17 serving 18.
as they tie this ball game
Now serving
again.
Lorene Toring. Substitution for Adamson, number 18.
Louis
serving out.
Romero is
Number
trying to
15, Hannah Infante
repeat
in.
the same process, giving the quicker the middle hitter and maximizing hers.
Serving for Adamson.
That's why she's also
Hannah
the
Infante.
team captain for the Lady Falcons squad, bringing that discipline inside the court. Adamson serving. Chavez to Risa Sato with a quick. Ball is saved. Genesis. Chavez again to Arroyo. Too strong.
Ball out.
Point for Adamson.
I can see her
19 serving
intention
18.
because Louis Romero is in front, so she's trying to attack yung maliit na setter.
Just wasn't able to execute it the way she would have wanted to. Adamson serving. Well, from the floor, they still keep it alive. Arroyo picked up by Genesis. Back to Genesis. Challenging those
Risa
blockers and getting that point
Genesis.
for the Lady Falcons. That was a Manulife Vision player of the
National
game.
University.
Trisha Genesis. As we go to another timeout called by Coach Norman Miguel.
Ikaw naman, sige, pag bumalik sa atin yung bola, labas ng mabilis para nakakabuelo ka, hindi nakailalim ka sa bola. Naintindihan? Kailangan ma-side out natin siya. Bigyan mo natin magandang pasa muna. Okay? Naintindihan? Go, 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 go. Sige na, dalawa na.
Bawi tayo, bawi tayo. Hey, nasa tayo! Lady Bulldogs!
Coach Norman Miguel trying to stop that bleeding as we take a look at that play again. Trisha Genesis really challenging those blockers. You can see that
Still
fearless
serving
attitude
for
in her.
Adamson.
And that's what we want to see
Hannah
in her
Infante.
as the season goes on. And the NU men's volleyball team who had their game earlier, they won against Adamson, staying to watch their friends from the Lady Falcons team. A little too late
The point
for
goes to the Lady Bulldogs.
the Lady Falcons squad. They were not able
19
to keep that
serving
ball
20.
alive. Good effort
Now
though by
serving
Hannah
Joey
Infante.
Chavez.
Again, just a little too late. And you try to play catch up down by just 1 point. Romero back to Genesis. Triple
That's
block
a
is
block
good
point
for NU.
No coverage coming from Adamson Lady Falcons.
Timeout, Adamson
This
University.
time, it is Adamson's turn to call a timeout.
Nandun na yung tatlong blocker, nakaangat na. Oo, ano nang gagawin mo? Okay? Basta mag-isip tayo. Paano malakas? Tumuloy ka ng pasok mo para makakuha tayo ng blocker. Okay?
Meditation.
Let's go! Oh, let's go!
1 point. Yes, Adamson!
Walking ah.
Yung blacker.
Antong ah.
Kaya mo yan, maniwala ka, kaya mo yan. Go lang, be positive.
So Coach Lerma Gueron really just that momentum, just like what Coach Norman Miguel did. The prominent voice that I heard in that timeout was that of Tang Pontes, the Energizer Bunny of the
Still
Adamson
serving
Lady
for
Falcons,
you,
always
Joni
smiling.
Chavez.
It's nice to see her. You know, this is her swan song.
Smiling.
Yes, it's her swan song, her last year here in the UAAP. Back to the game, Louis Romero will go to Cruz, and right after Coach Lerma Gueron tells her na kayang-kaya mo yan, she delivers, and that's what we want to
21
see
serving 20.
in the
Now
young
serving
squad
Louis
of the Lady
Romero.
Falcons. Look at her go, soaring and flying for that point.
Another good first ball, one handset, and then very good spike.
Odiparan. They go back to Trisha Genesis.
Trisha Genesis.
Off the hands of Joni Chavez. And the Adamson Lady Falcons out 22. NU at 20, much to the delight of Coach Tai Bundit.
Yeah, and nakita natin si Trisha Genesis. Yung set sa kanya is medyo off na. So she's trying to give a powerful spike then.
That's a block point
Speaking
for
of
NU.
powerful spikes, hindi naman magpapatalo si Risa Sato.
Substitution for National University, number 3, Arroyo out. Number 4, Bingo
Powerful block by Risa, the team captain for the NU Lady Bulldogs.
Landicho.
Much like Tang Ponce, also smiling, always smiling on the court. Romero to Risa Cruz.
Another good first ball coming from this squad, Billy. They really need to maximize. If they have a good first ball,
Substitution for Adamson,
they would
number
really want to
17,
maximize
Alvin
the strength of their middle
And
blockers
number
is to
8,
run, stay quick, and naiiwan din kasi yung blockers ng NU.
A very talented roster for the Adamson Lady Falcons. They got an arsenal of really great players, really good rookies. Odiparan, the veteran for NU, showing them how it's done.
22 serving 23.
Nakita niya na hindi na nakahabol yung middle blocker. So she just pounded the cross-court hit.
Risa Sato now with 2 block points under her belt in today's game. And that is a point
Nice angle coming from this girl.
for AA Adolfo, who just checked in a while ago for the Lady
Number
Falcons.
15, Infante out. Number 18, Lorito Reyes.
Also, one of their rookies.
Number 4, Cruz out.
Got
Number
some
11,
substitutions
MJ
for
Igao.
the Lady Falcons. MJ Igao will join her teammates on the court.
One of the seniors.
Yes, one of the seniors and one of the veterans for the Lady Falcons. Toring will come back. Cruz will take a seat. Some adjustments now that Adamson is at set point. There is a challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, the National University is challenging the ruling on the floor.
Trying to ask if the ball is in.
Number 1, ball in, ball out.
Some downtime for both our teams as we await the output or the outcome, rather, of that challenge. Again, Adamson is at 23, NU at 22, and that is in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge is unsuccessful. National University has still one more challenge
The
remaining in
challenge
this set.
was unsuccessful. play continues. Adamson holds on to that 2-point lead rather. They're now at set point 24-22 as MJ Igaw, one of their setters, will serve. Unfortunately, that goes straight to the net. As she says sorry to her coach.
Serving for NU.
They just need a good first ball to end this set.
We will see how NU will answer back. Audrey Paran serving. Louis Romero, who will she go to? Blocked. Tang Ponce. This is gonna be a chance here for NU. Chavez will go to Laxina. And that point is good.
Ivy Laxina.
Adamson Lady Falcons will try to challenge.
Again, a challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adamson University is challenging the ruling on the floor.
As we
Number 1,
await
ball in, ball out.
once more the outcome of the challenge being posed by the Adamson Lady Falcons. Ball in or out, and that is clearly
Inside.
The challenge is unsuccessful.
very obvious that it is in. Challenge unsuccessful. Play continues. Nicole, we are tied 24 all.
Now a race to
And so
26.
far, set 1 pa lang, napaka-exciting na
Yes.
ng laban natin.
Balikan talaga.
Yes, you can really see that both teams are out to win it today. Paran, good serve, and she
Service
ends
is
that set
Audrey
with an ace for the NU Lady Bulldogs. Rather,
Adamson University.
there's a timeout.
Oh, pag ganyan, bawat bola, nilalaban ng todo. Hard stroke. Hard stroke. Hard stroke. Ish. Isang ikot lang, isang ikot lang. Pag binigay sa inyo ang third goal, okay? Gawan nyo ng paraan. Gawan nyo ng paraan.
I stand corrected. NU now at set point. The set is not yet over.
Yes. And I can hear Coach Lerma talking to the
Ladies and
girls saying,
gentlemen, NU is now at set
"Happy
point,
heart
serving
strong."
for the
Yes, that's
set.
what I heard as well.
Audrey
Am I correct?
I wonder who they got that from. Now for the set point, Audrey Paran. Got an ace earlier. Adolfo. And that will go to NU. That is outside, and again, it looks like Adamson might challenge, and they will challenge that. Block touch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adamson University is challenging the ruling on the
let's see
floor.
if it's gonna be a successful
Block touch.
one.
So both our coaches really making sure that every point matters. Again, the score now 25-24. Adamson with a challenge. They're calling up block touch. See the NU Lady Bulldogs on your screens. Margot Machima towering over her teammates. It has been a pretty long set, number 1, Nicole.
Yes, kasi balikan lang eh. The Adamson Lady Falcons will score and the NU Lady Bulldogs will maximize their strengths.
There's that power struggle this set. And there's no block
Ladies and
touch.
gentlemen, the challenge is unsuccessful.
Again, the challenge was unsuccessful, and the set will go to the NU Lady Bulldogs.